Hello. So my name is Michael, and in case some of you guys don't know, I'm really into Valorant. I haven't really made content about it. I really haven't been in like the content making mood in terms of esports, but I've watched every single event. I have all of my opinions on everyone and stuff like that. So I've thought, being the insanely big brain player I am, I'm going to do my pick'ems, and it should be fun. I'm extremely excited for this event. I can't wait for this to start. It's been, a really incredible journey, and I'm really proud about how far Valorant has come since, we basically started. I'm going to do my pick'ems, and I'll try to make a recap video every day, just like a pseudo recap, because I can't watch every game because I work. But I'll try to watch every game, and I'll give a quick recap on my thoughts on the games and my predictions for the next day. But this video is just going to be an overall prediction, and we'll see how it goes. It probably won't go well. There are probably going to be upsets off the wazoo, which makes exciting Valorant. So let's hop into it. Very first game, Ascend. The thing is with Ascend is I feel like the team is a team that does rely on their jet, which is CNED. CNED, a very phenomenal, incredible Turkish player. There's one of the better jets in the world. But my problem with it is I don't really see the rest of the team. Like with Envy, you've got Crashies that make plays. You got Marv that makes plays. With a team like Sentinels, Shaz, Sick, all of them make plays. I feel like Ascend is that team that has that star player, but is just missing the rest of the team with them. I watched the entire Berlin event, and honestly, I don't remember anyone's name on Ascend but CNED. So, but at least CNED is phenomenal. I don't know who's the best, but he's up there top 3 for me. And then we got Keed Stars or Vivo Keed, and Vivo Keed got another incredible jet player in Heat, but I don't think he's as good as CNED, and I feel like the Brazilian region just as a whole, isn't as strong as the other regions. So for this first game, I'm going to be predicting Ascend to win. And then the second game, don't really need to go too much into it. Envy, one of the favorites to win this tournament. I'm going to be predicting them. We'll head up to the elimination bracket next. Vivo Keed versus X10 Crit. Now, X10, I didn't talk about them because they were facing Envy, no reason in going over them. But this is the game where I actually think they have a shot to win. We haven't seen X10 in a while since their debut in Reykjavik in terms of international tournaments, but they have Patty Fan, and Patty Fan, I mean, he's going back to Overwatch League after this tournament, but I'm sure that he wants to make at least after the first round, make his statement in this game of Valorant. And he is a phenomenally mechanically gifted player. And I feel like that alone, I think Patty Fan is a better, jet than Heat. And X10 have also had a lot of downtime to practice because Patty Fan had an injury, so I'm not sure if they sat out of the tournament. I didn't do my research in that. But Patty Fan, insane player. I'm never gonna predict against Overwatch family. The roots. So I'm gonna be predicting X10 Crit to win. So next game, Ascend versus Envy. This is a matchup we didn't get to see in Berlin the first time, and this is one that I'm extremely excited for because you got El Diablo versus Europe's best in terms of the jet top. Obviously, 2 of my 3 best jets in the world are in this bracket right here, and they're going to be facing each other, or most likely facing each other, unless there's a huge upset that happens. In terms of that, I think they're honestly somewhat pretty equal. Both are phenomenal players, and this is going to be a really exciting game to watch. But I do think in terms of the team, Envy is just a little bit above Ascend. Actually, not a little. I feel like they're a few steps ahead of Ascend, and unless Ascend step it up, I see Envy taking this, and it'll be somewhat close. But if you want Ascend to win, you really need to rely not just on CNED, who you already rely on, but you need the rest of the team to step up to players such as Crashy and Marved, right? So, I'm going to be predicting Envy to win this one. And then finally, I would love to predict X10 again, but I still feel like Ascend is the better team here. So I'm going to predict Envy and Ascend to make it through the first group. Which, I mean, is not, whoa, they're making it through. That's so surprising. These are 2 of some of the top teams in this tournament. So Vivo Key to X10, you got unlucky in the group job, but at least I think one of you guys are gonna get a win at least, so that's good. That's funny. Okay, and honestly, this next bracket is pretty interesting in a sense, because obviously right off the bat you want to say Sentinels and Team Liquid are your two favorites to make it through, but while I don't think Furia are going to be getting out of first round, I do feel like Crew actually have a chance in this group. As crazy as it sounds, they've been improving every single tournament, and they actually looked pretty solid in the last showing in Berlin. And if they improve since then, maybe they can beat Team Liquid. Maybe they can. I don't think they can beat Sentinels, but and Team Liquid also has the Navir situation, so they won't be in the facility. They won't be all together. And there is a strength in that, in playing with all 5 of yours at in that LAN setting. There is a power to that. So I feel like I'd love to, I kind of want to predict Crew. I feel like it'd be a pretty funny upset, at least for this first bracket. I do think that Liquid will make it, but I do feel like Crew have a chance. As crazy as that sounds, I might sound a little ludicrous, but I'm on the Crew hype train. So you know what? We're going to predict Crew. And then I think Sentinels, just they're too good. I feel like a coach is really what they needed to help round the team out and to help them further justify who's playing what agents in a sense. And I feel like Rock is, maybe not the best player mechanically, but he is a smart player. I'm going to predict Sentinels to make it through. They're just a world-class team, and I'm going to predict Liquid to also make it through. But I do feel like Crew Esports, I'm predicting this upset. Call me crazy, but if this upset doesn't happen, then instead of Team Liquid here, it's Crew, and then the rest is the same. All right, so now we're in Group C, and we have Gambit versus Team Secret. Now, it's like, come on now. Gambit, come on. They're so good. Gambit is disgusting. Redgar, Shados, Nats. I can't remember the other two because, I don't religiously watch Europe, but they were also really good. Like, this team as a whole is just disgusting. So, I'm obviously going to be predicting Gambit to make it all the way through. And now we've got our next match, Crazy Raccoon versus Team Vikings. I know I don't want to super predict hard against Brazil because I already have Furia going out first here. I have Keystars going out here, but I do think of the 3 Brazilian teams, Team Vikings is arguably the weakest one. They really only made it because the other 2 Brazilian teams didn't do good at Berlin as well. I feel like Team Vikings is the weakest of the 3, so I'm going to be doing that. And now, obviously, we've seen this matchup twice now. Gambit Esports versus Crazy Raccoon. The first time they matched up, they got stomped. Crazy Raccoons got destroyed. It was not close at all, right? The second time that Crazy Raccoons faced Gambit, it was a lot closer of a match. And I feel like because of that, Gambit Esports still make, come on now. You can't, come on now. It's Gambit. You can't predict against Gambit. And then for the final match, Crazy Raccoon versus Team Secret. Now, I have never watched Team Secret. I know they were Brent Esports before. They got the qualification for Champions. Team Secret picks them up, but even that's funny that I predicted Team Secret versus Vikings, but I've never watched Secret play ever. But I just genuinely don't believe in Vikings that much. Yeah, Crazy Raccoons, they got Munchkin, they got Bozzy, they got Fisker. I feel like Crazy Raccoons is just the better team here. So, and honestly, I think Crazy Raccoons is better than someone like Crew. So I'm predicting Crazy Raccoon to make it through this bracket, which I also really hope happens because I love this team and I really want them to win. So then the final bracket, this one is a toss because Full Sense looked phenomenal in their qualification to get here, beating teams such as Newturn and F4Q, who had very good successes both in Reykjavik and in Berlin. Not so much F4Q, but, Newturn. So it's kind of a toss-up. And Fnatic, Fnatic got second, kind of bombed out of Berlin, but now they're back. And Cloud9 Blue, speaking of a team that came from the ground up, because, before, the qualification, they almost made it to Reykjavik, I believe, and then just completely bombed out of Berlin. They pick up Vanity, and he kind of turns this team around. And also, Vanity had very good success with version 1, you know? That's why I have this jersey, because of Vanity. So, I think, obviously, I'm predicting Cloud9 Blue for this match. And then, as excited as I am to watch Full Sense, I don't have enough research on them, and Vision Strikers is one of the only other teams to take a map off of Gambit, and also looked good while doing it. So I'm going to be predicting Vision Strikers to win that match. All right, then we have Full Sense and Fnatic right here, and I don't know. Do I believe in Dirke enough? I mean, I have to predict Fnatic. I can't not predict Fnatic. But I would love to see an upset here. I would love to see Full Sense at least win a match. And then we've got Vision Strikers versus Cloud9 Blue. And obviously, you know, I gotta represent NA and predict Vision Strikers because I feel like Vision Strikers is a better team. And then I'm going to be predicting Cloud9 Blue once again. I think Cloud9 Blue are better than Fnatic. I'm very excited to watch all these matches. I'll do as much coverage. I'll watch as many games as I can, as many rounds, you know, write some notes, do a little recap, and, you know, predictions for the next day if anything in my mind does change. And also, you know, if there are upsets, then I need to predict around that. But, you know, thank you for watching. If you did make it this far, a little bit of a longer video, a little bit of an out there video, but I'm really excited to somewhat cover this event. You know, I do plan on making some montages of some of my favorite clips over the entire event, so that should be a really fun project that I am personally excited to do. But yep, that's pretty much it. As I said already, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye.